morning everybody, welcome to group 1. We're going to start on page 18 with a nice warm-up.
That's right, where's the other? Where's my mate? Okay.
You'll be fine, don't be scared. I like it, it's just one of each, it's nice.
Yeah, you like the one of each is dominating to say.
I can really hear what you're going to play today. It's excellent. That's a very funny looking flute there, Noel.
Yeah, it's, I didn't want to space it.
Alright.
What's the best? I don't know when they were.
Then I couldn't see because I didn't have glasses on. Alright, let's start with tone builder number 86. Alright, here we go.
How do you hold this?
Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here you go, nice and, oh sorry, get the stands in the right. Yeah, you've got to play to the left of your stand, otherwise you knock the middle out of your music stand. Alright, here we go, nice and steady. 1 and 2 and 3 and... In the first bar, they put the quavers on beat 4. In the second bar, they put the quavers on beat 3. In the third bar, the quavers are on beat 2. And in the fourth bar, the quavers are on beat 1. So make sure we're placing those in the right spot, nice and confidently. Beat bar 4 is usually one that's a little bit funny. Let's try it again. Can you all turn your volumes up a little bit? Your 4 take a little bit more air through. It actually sounds really good from out here. I know you're all a bit scared. You need that bit, Gail.
That could be debated.
Alright, here we go. We're going to play a nice strong forte. Big breath, same one, 87. 2 and 3 and... Can you turn to page 19, please? We are looking for the orange... Oh, sorry. Oh, dear. Ray's book's seen better days. He must practice a lot for his book to fall apart like that. Yeah, but you're on your third instrument. We are looking for the orange box that says a slur on page 19. Now it is a scoop line like that, a curved line, and it looks the same as a tie. The difference between a tie and a slur is that a tie, being a musical plus sign, adds the value of 2 notes together and can only go between 2 of the same notes. A slur, meaning we're smoothly changing from one to another, can only go between 2 different notes. So where we've used this slur in number 95, they want you to play from the first note to the second note smoothly. So if you're on a wind instrument, which is not a trombone, but every other wind instrument, you tongue the first note and then you just use your air and your finger change to the second note. Ta, and you smoothly use your air to change to the second note. If you're a trombone, you're going to get a bit of a yucky sound by doing that. So you have to gently ta-da and use like a da kind of sound instead of a ta. And we'll explain coming up soon the difference between the articulation. So we want to, in number 95, you tongue the first note and then you smoothly change. And then you tongue the next note in the next bar and smoothly change like that. Down in bar 5, you've got ta, 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 and you're doing groups of 2 in crotchets like that. All right, let's go from number 95. You'll need to take a big breath. I would ideally like you to play the whole first 4 bars in one breath, if not, the first 2 bars at least. Here we go, big breath. We'll buy you a new book for Christmas. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, breathe. So you need a big breath at the start. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and... something that I was going to address too. In bar 5, where we've got the 2 notes, the 2 crotchets slurred, sometimes people will go ta, ta, and they'll chop the second note off. When we did it for the second time, you fixed that, which was good. So they need to be full length notes. Ta, 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 just like that. Over to number 96, and we have our slur across 4 notes now. So this is 8 beats of music. You're going to need a big breath to make this one, especially on flutes. If you need to sneak a breath, do that rather than falling off your chair. But you're changing all 4 notes in one phrase or one slurred mark like that. So we're going to take a big breath before we start. Oh, that was a door. You opened your mouth and that sound came out and I went... Hello, welcome. Different venue today.
I forgot my glasses today.
Oh.
Last week it was...
Oh, hang on.
All right, we're going to keep going. Number 96. Ready? Here we go. Big breath. 1 and 2 and 3 and... There's a 4-note slur, another 4-note slur, and then there's 2 2-note slurs. So in the second last bar, we want to make sure we hear ta, ta, ta. Can you play me the second last bar, please? 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's it, just to finish that one off. All right, and then we're going to look at number 97. So we are venturing into a different style of music for Group 1. This is about ragtime. With sort of the start of jazz music in the late 1800s. Jelly Roll Morton was one, and Scott Joplin wrote a lot of music in this style of the ragtime kind of music. You'd probably recognise The Entertainer. My mum used to play it on piano every time she opened it up to clean the piano. She'd do that blop, 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 blop song and then break into The Entertainer. This style was used in some classical music as well. In this particular song though, we have some slurs written in bar 2. So you want to make sure that the notes that are not slurred are quite cleanly articulated. So you would play ta, 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 and make the slurs sound different to the articulated notes. If you look down to the first time bar, because we have a repeat. So on the first time bar, Most of you have an empty bar of rests, except for percussion and except for the trombones. And the trombones have this funny little line that goes, and they're going to do a trombone slur. So Graham, can you go from an F to a C and slur it? Oh, sorry, G to D, because you're in treble clef.
G to D.
Yeah, it's first to 6. Yep, and now put some into it. Just relax your lips as you go down.
Oh, God.
So we're getting a glissando.
The trouble I got in.
I could have asked the whole trombone section to do it. A glissando is when the trombones will slur something, but they get a different sound because it's a slide. Everyone else has vowels and they go they go and that's a glissando on the trombone. So can you go 1 6 1?
Now D you wanted, was it?
Start on your G,
Yeah.
your G to your
Six
C
position.
to your 1 6 1. Yeah, and that's a glissando. That's what happens when they slur the notes, and it's actually a technique of playing. So when you get to the first tone bar and you all have rests, Graham gets this amazing solo to do that by himself. Don't be scared.
Wish me luck.
You'll be right. Just blame the person next to you if it doesn't work. All right, here we go, number 97.
And that's not me.
You're closest, girl.
And don't forget the repeat. Here we go, 97, and it's good strong forte. Play nice and strong. 1 and 2 and 3 and on the last note. Well done, Graham. Excellent job. Is that your first ever solo?
Solo, you can't hear it.
Let's do that one once more. I don't think the accompaniment is really playing at forte yet. I think you can all play a little bit stronger. Doesn't matter if it's not right, just play strong.
Why don't you look at me?
Because I want you to play stronger, not because it was wrong. Oh, we're about to have a saxophone as well. We're on page 19.
I'm close.
Number 97, trombone rag. Another person who's practiced lots because his book's falling apart.
What was it,
97. So this will make the volume go twice as loud now with another player. All right, here we go. Good strong forte. 1 and 2 and 3. Beautiful. Okay, how are we going for time? Great. On page 20. We're whizzing through this book now. On page 20 we have a new note. That's always exciting. So for some of you we've taken a flat away from a note you already knew. So for the flutes, we have an A natural, nice and high A natural with no flat on it. Clarinets are not special enough to have a new note yet.
We had one the page before.
Yeah, and you get lots in the coming pages, and everyone else goes, it's finally not about me. Alto for saxophone, we have our F sharp, lovely, friendly. Trumpet, B natural, middle finger. So this is not the flat version, we're up to middle finger, B natural, because it doesn't have a flat on it. B natural, A natural over this side. No, you're both in treble clef, aren't you? So it's both an A natural for you. Middle finger. And bass guitar, second fret. Can you play me?
Page 20.
Page 20, yes. Can you play me your new note together? So we just want to B natural. Lynn, just middle finger bottom. Yeah. Alright, so Ray, can you play me a B natural? We're going to all play our new note together.
Am I playing a B?
You're playing B natural as well. Yep. Ready, set, go. Middle finger, second finger. That's it. Second position, Ray. You're in second. Oh, I couldn't see your slide. Try it again. Big breath. Ready, go. Tad too high. Try it again. Ready, go. Beautiful. We're going to put that into number 99. So that is, in number 99, that is the third note that you should play. That's what you need to get to. And then you already know the one above it. We're just going to go up and then come back down again. Here we go. 99, 1 and 2 and 3 and go. Well, the new note was fantastic. We kind of lost the rhythm after that. Second bar, plum, mango, pear. Can we try? I'm going to clap and you play. Ready? 1 and 2. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
1 and 2 and 3 and go. Almost. We'll start on the right note. It makes it so much easier. 1 and 2 and 3 and go. From bar 1. I probably confused you. Number 99 from the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and go. That was better. Well done. Number 100. We are talking about a phrase mark. So we've talked about a slur and how we want to play a slur mark smoothly, changing between one or another. A phrase is a musical sentence, and it's usually a longer portion of music. It will generally be where you take a breath to where you next take a breath will be a phrase mark. So you don't just take a breath in the middle of a song and make it sound very odd. You have to make the phrase go from here to there, and then we take a break. Sometimes the phrases can be written with a huge big slur mark across the top meaning of phrase. They haven't done that here. They've put a bracket across it for number 100. So I want you to play number 100, and I don't want you to breathe until the end of the second bar. So there's also, we start piano, there's also a crescendo up there, and then a decrescendo, and then you can take a breath, and then we start and we finish very, very, very softly at the end. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And breathe. Good. So once you've got the, this is where we start, this is where I breathe, we want to make the phrase do something. So that's what the crescendos will help to do. It'll make it sound more interesting. When you get to the end of the second bar, when you take a breath, make sure you come back in at mezzo forte though. Don't get too soft too soon. We don't decrescendo to the end. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and go. If that's your piano dynamic, is going to lift the roof. I would suggest that you drop that by half so that we start at piano. 1 and 2 and 3 and go. Mezzo forte. Oh, good, good. It's just getting the rhythm right and everything in there, but what I'm looking for is the overall feeling of where the phrase goes. Okay, moving along, we are going to just do number 101, the accidental in the second bar. Make sure you're aware of what that is and how long it lasts for. Then I want you to have a look at the dynamics. So we start at forte. We have 4 bars of forte. You have to maintain that for 4 bars. Then you drop to piano for 2 bars. Then you're back to forte. And it needs to be your forte is here and your piano is here. So you need to start strong, because if you start your forte here, that means I'm going to want you to play this soft, and that's hard to play soft well. So make your forte up here, and then we can make the piano at a reasonable level down here. All right, in 3, and just as a before we start, where do you think the phrase would be? If we start at the beginning, where do you think the first phrase would finish?
Part 4.
After the slur.
If you're thinking of a musical sentence though, you talk about the first 2 notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, would that be a full musical sentence though?
No.
Bar 4.
Bar
End of
4.
bar 4.
The end of bar 4, because there's a dynamic change, and so you'd go da 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 da. That would be your first phrase. And then you go, something different happens and it's piano, and then something different happens and it's forte for the last 2 bars. So that's what I'm saying, a phrase is a larger portion of the music rather than just a slur in it. It's the whole kind of, as if you were singing, where you would say like a line of music would be a phrase if you were singing. All right, here we go. 101, 3 beats in a bar, and a good strong forte. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. Dynamics through you. I don't think the notes did. Let's try it once slowly through. Keep the dynamics though. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Bar 4 and bar 6, you've got to hold for 3 beats. If you don't hold the long note, you jump in too soon. One more time from the beginning. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and. That which version of that note it should be. Just 2 seconds and we'll be right with you. Ready? Yeah. Second last bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and. No. Mango, plum, plum, yum. Ready? 1 and 2 and go. On the second last note and an A flat and an F natural, because that's what your key signature says, and a B flat. Ba, ba, da, da, ba, ba. Again, ready? Second last bar. 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, not too bad. Can we now jump over and have a look at Carnival? Which carnival are you doing?
Rio.
The Rio Carnival one. Not the Carnival of the Animals, it's the